Hello everyone, welcome to Geeks for Geeks. In this video, we are going to learn to check if a number is Armstrong or not using C++ code. So what is an Armstrong number? A number is called Armstrong number if the number ABCD is equal to a to the power n plus b to the power n plus c to the power n plus d to the power n, where n is the number of digits in the number. So let's suppose the number is 1634. If this number is equal to 1 to the power 4 plus 6 to the power 4 plus 3 to the power 4 plus 4 to the power 4, where these powers is equal to the number of digits present in the number. That is, we have 4 number of digits in this number. So this sum, if we calculate this sum, it will come out to be 1634. So 1634 is an Armstrong number. So this is the code of the first part of the problem. In this we will calculate the number of digits of the number x. We are taking a variable n that will store the number of digits. We are running a while loop with condition x is greater than 0. Within this loop we will increase the number of digits by 1. Then we'll remove the last digit of the number by this operation, that is x equals to x by 10. Suppose if the number is 153, 3 would be removed by this operation and the final number will become 15. This is the dry run of this code. If we suppose that x equals to 153, as x is greater than 0, so the control will enter this loop and n will be incremented to 1. Then x equals to x by 10. So 153 divided by 10, x will become 15. So the new value of x is 15. So as x is now also greater than 0, so n will again be incremented by 1, n will become 2. Now x will again equals to x by 10, so 15 would be divided by 10, x will become 1. Now as x is greater than 0, so n will again be incremented to 3. Now the value of x will be 1 divided by 10, so it will become 0. As x is not greater than 0 now, the control will exit while loop and the final value of n, that is 3, would be returned by this function. So this is the code of the second function. This function will return 1 if the number is Armstrong and 0 if the number is not Armstrong. So we'll check this number x if it is Armstrong or not. We are taking a variable n. This will store the number of digits present in the number x. This function will work as we have discussed this code earlier. We are taking a variable temp that will store the value of x, a variable sum that will be initialized to 0. Now we are running a while loop that with the condition temp is greater than 0. Within this loop we'll first calculate the remainder of temp as temp mod 10. So the last digit of the temp will come in this variable r. Suppose if the number is 153, then 3 will be stored in this r. So now the sum is initialized to sum plus power of r comma n. This power function is a predefined function in C++. This will calculate r to the power n. So the sum will be initialized to sum. Then temp will be reinitialized by temp divided by 10. So the last digit of the temp will be removed by this operation. And after this loop, we are returning sum equal to x. This will return 1 if sum will be equals to x, and it will return 0 if sum is not equal to x. Now let us see the dry run of this code. Let us assume that the value of x is 153. Then n will be equals to 3 as the number of digits are 3 in 153. Temp will be initialized with 153. Then as temp is greater than 0, so r will be equal to 153 mod 10. This will come out to be 3. Then power of 3 comma 3 will be calculated, that is 3 cube would be calculated. This will come out to be 27 and sum will be initialized with 0 plus 27, that is 27. Then temp will be divided by 10, that is now new value of temp will become 15. Then as temp is greater than 0, so r will become 5 as 15 mod 10 equals to 5. Then power of 5 comma 3 will be calculated. This will turn out to be 125. Then the value of sum will be 27 plus 125. So this will come out to be 152. Then the value of temp will be reinitialized by 15 divided by 10. This will come out to be 1. And as temp is greater than 0, so r will be 1 more 10, that will 1. Then power of 1 comma 3 will be calculated. This will come out to be 1. Then again the value of sum will become 152 plus 1. The value of sum will be 153 now. And the new value of temp will be 1 divided by 10. So this time the temp will become 0. As temp is not greater than 0, so we will not enter into this loop. And finally this condition would be checked, that if sum equals to x, that is 153 is equals to 153, that is our initial number. If it is true, so this condition would be true, so 1 would be returned by this function. And if 153 is not equals to our initial number, then 0 would be returned by this function. So I hope that you understood the concept of Armstrong number. Thank you for watching this video. Please leave us your comments.